Welcome everybody. Oops, hold on. Oh wait, I need to do something. I just realized. Wait. Ah, shoot. I hate this. But while I do that, welcome everybody to my stream. Today we are gonna be chilling and coding. Have you guys ever wanted to develop a game? I do, that's for sure. And game development is hard. Basically, it's not something that I was taught in university because I didn't do it. So, um, we are gonna be doing that again. So last time I think we were in somewhere. We were in What were we doing? I forgot the name. It was Godot tutorial for beginners. Yay! Godot tutorial for beginners. So we're gonna do our first game, and this one won't crash, unlike the other one. So I think it was this one, yes. So we were watching
This is a
one.
physics body that we use whenever we want to animate a node
Okay,
and still
so,
have it collide properly with
stop! Okay, so
other nodes.
oh gosh, okay. Alright, so where in the world were we with this? So we can close that. Can get there.
Nodes in its path, which is perfect for moving 2D. This is a physics body that we use whenever we want to animate a node and still have it collide properly with other nodes in it.
Okay, so we are currently in the... Okay, so we're coding a new node, but where is that though? So... where is that node? Camera 2D. What scene are we in, this one? We're in scene... no, we need to go back a bit.
And search for the animatable and moving elements.
Okay, so last time we were in the one where we're able to move. How do we play this? Yep. Okay, so we can go up. Oh yeah, it's using the not the WASD. So this was where we were at last time. So I need to change it to WASD. So I think that was in... what was it? It's in player, was it? Animated 2D sprite. No, it was in player, moving platforms, no. Input, maybe? No. Transform, process, nope. Let's see the script. If I can see, how do I go to the script again? Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. Okay, so jump velocity, as long as it's on the floor, jump velocity, gravity. It's not here. Right. UI left. Okay, it's direction times speed. Move to where is direction? You know, we're gonna stick with this a bit more. Scenes, games, play scene. Yes, play scene. Game scene. No, okay. Alright, so.
Such as platforms. Platforms. Some that move and some that don't. So whenever we are creating a new element of our game...
Wait, hold on, here we go.
That is playing an idle animation,
okay.
And nothing else is happening. That's because we need to add a script that allows us to move around. So let's close our game go into our player scene, and with our player node selected, let's press this Add Script button. Here we can choose a template. Of course, we're going to do some programming in this video, but writing player movement can quickly become a bit overwhelming. So for now, we'll use the basic movement template provided by Godot. Then later, we'll go in and modify it to play different animations and rebind input to the keys we'd like to use. As for the path here, I'm going to make sure that we put this inside of our scripts folder, and let's just name it player. Let's hit create, and as you can see, this creates a script that will move around our character. I know that this might look really confusing at first,
So
but don't
you
worry,
didn't
we'll have a
explain
look
it
at what
yet,
all this
how we
means
change the
later.
input
For
stuff.
now, let's just try playing. And our player
Okay, so we got to
actually
world
gone ahead
building
and
1.0 last
layer
time.
to our tiles. To do this, we go to our tile map, go under our tile set, physics layers, and add a new layer. Then with this layer, we can go under our tile set, and here we need to choose what tiles belong to the physics layer, because we don't want to collide with everything in our tile map. The trees and bushes, we just want to pass right through. So let's go to paint here, and the property that we want to paint is the physics layer 0 we just created. And now we can actually go ahead and paint onto our tiles these physics settings. So I'm simply going to paint this onto all the different. It doesn't look right. Instead, we need to go in and only paint a partial collider. So over here on the left, we can actually modify these colliders to exactly suit our needs. We can even add and remove points by clicking and right-clicking. But in this case, 4 points will do just fine. And that's a good shape for our collider. Then we can paint these onto the 3 different tiles. And then for the next one here, we can configure it. This slants up a bit. I'm going to paint that on as well. And then for the final one here, let's go ahead and make that go in the opposite direction. And here you actually want to be pretty precise whenever you have an overlap of the colliders here. I think that looks pretty good. This helps avoid that our character gets stuck. I'm also going to take the tile map and drag it to the very top so that we can always find it.
Okay, I don't think we did that last time. So, oh no, we did do that. But the camera 2D, camera 2D was underneath the player so that we can.
And now when we play, we are indeed colliding with our environment. Awesome. Now we probably want our camera to follow the player because he's currently just running off the screen. So I'm going to make some room here. I'm going to take the camera 2D and simply drag it under the player. Making it a child of the player means that it will just automatically follow the player node. I'm also going to make sure that the camera is still positioned right on top of the player. And we can even turn on position smoothing to really smooth out our camera follow. So I'm going to enable position smoothing on the camera with a default speed of 5 pixels. And now when we play, as you can see, our camera smoothly follows our player. Awesome. So now we have a first draft of our game world. But so far, everything is stuck to the grid. Let's start adding some dynamic and moving elements, such as platforms. Platforms, some that move and some that don't. So whenever we are creating a new element of our game, we begin by making a new scene. And for the root node here, I'm going to hit add and search for the animatable body 2D. This
Okay. So that was going to the animatable body 2D
game. And even though it
Oh yeah, okay, yep. So let's get rid of that. Yes, so I need to make a new scene. 2D scene. Call it a game. No, not games. Game.
empty, let's go ahead and save it. So hit Control S, go under Scenes, and let's save it here. And now
Okay, Control S, scene. And oh no, okay, that's not good.
we can actually play our game. It's not going to be very exciting, but
Oh wait, shoot. We went back to a different one. Wait, okay.
actually we want. So let's go under our assets.
Okay. That's wrong.
Right, to add some graph. So whenever we are creating a new element of our game, we begin by making a new scene. And for the root node here, I'm going to hit add and search for the animatable body 2D.
Okay, so... Oh my gosh, wait. Sorry guys, I'm eating as well. I'm eating some blueberries as well. Gotta smurf up, you know. Okay, so... If we get rid of this, don't save, go here, and have the written as animatable body 2D.
This is a physics body that we use whenever we want to animate a node and still have it collide properly with other nodes in its path, which is perfect for moving platforms that should still collide properly with our player. So let's hit create and let's add some graphics. So Control A, we'll search for sprite and
Sprite, are we doing animated sprite?
select the sprite 2D.
Sprite 2D, okay. Sprite 2D. Mm-hmm.
And now we can drag in the texture we want. So let's go under our assets, sprites, and drag in the platforms.
We're putting into the sprites thing, so sprites, so we got the platforms and we just drag it into there.
.png. Let's hit F and zoom in. And as you can see, this is also a sprite sheet and it's currently just displaying all of them. So let's go in and define exactly which one we want to show. We can do this under region, enabled, and hit edit region. And so we can kind of crop out the element that we want to show. I'm going to change the snap mode here to pixel snap.
Okay. So that was region, enabled, edit region, pixel snap, zoom in, pop, yeah, pop, and then pop. Okay. Oh shit! No, I ruined it. Okay, pixel snap. Shit, is that correct? Can't tell. See, oh yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Okay, is that correct? The black background is hard to tell against. I think that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Okay, so close. Oh gosh, no, it's not. Top one is correct, but the bottom one isn't. Hold on, let me fix that. Edit region. Okay. There we go. Okay, so what do we do after that, Chief?
I'm just going to go for a default grass platform.
Whoa. Hold on. Wait, what?
Here to pixel snap. And I'm just going to go for a default grass platform. That looks good. And now when we close it, we can see our sprite perfectly cropped out.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, I was wrong. So edit region, we're gonna give that one as well. Just for simplicity of the tutorial. Did we get that right? No, a bit higher. There we go. Okay, so we've got this. That looks wrong. We need to... Well, I don't know why it's... Okay. That looks good. Uh-huh.
Again, we have the warning here, so let's go ahead and add a collision shape 2D. For the shape, I'm going to add a rectangle shape.
Okay, so... Control A, collision, collision. Oh my gosh, collision shape 2D. Create. The shape is gonna be a rectangle shape. We can just do that there. Yes, we can do that there. We can do that there. Yep, that seems good. Look at that beautiful, beautiful shape.
And now we can simply click and drag this to configure it. Then let's rename our top node here to platform and save the scene. So Control S in our scenes folder.
I'm thinking that this is a very object-oriented approach with what I just realized. So platform, unless there is a way to automatically change that, otherwise we're gonna need to make a scene for every single platform, which is insane. Insane.
Hit save. We've actually created our platform. So in our game
Oh yeah, we need to save it as well. Platform, save.
scene, we can drag it in, go under scenes, find the platform, drag it into wherever we'd like.
Okay, so go to the game. Go to the game. Yep. Let's make a platform. A platform here. And let's make a. That's the player thingy. Let's make a platform here. Yeah. Okay, let's play it. Yep, it works. Look at that. We got ourselves a little platform, guys. Ah, it's so cool. Okay, now what do we do?
And let's hit play. And as you can see, it works. However, one problem right now is that we can't actually jump onto the platform from underneath. To fix this, we turn it into a one-way platform. So in our platform scene, let's select our collision shape and enable one-way collision. And now when we play, we can jump onto platforms from underneath.
Okay. All right, so if we put this up here, yeah, it's above the thing. When we get to the platforms one, we go to this, we go one-way collision. What about two-way collision? Like, I want to go down as well, you know. I also want to go down. I don't want to just go up. But, well, later. Later. So save this. Oh my gosh, my game. It's going to be big. Alright, let's play. So now we can go here. Up. Can we go down? I can't go down. Okay. Alright.
However, the player is currently passing behind the platform. This is because the platform is currently after the player in the tree. This means that each frame, the player is drawn first, and then the platform is drawn on top. We could just move the player in the tree, but I don't want to depend on that. Instead, we fix the draw order by changing the z-index of the player. So in our player scene, we go under ordering and set the z-index to something higher like 5.
Oh, okay. Huh. Visibility, no, what was it? So player, what is it? Player, what's the z-index? Ordering z-index, okay, so if we do 5, that'll be drawn first. Okay. So I think, yeah, we had it fixed last time.
By
but
default,
okay.
all visible nodes have a z-index of 0. Because they all have the same index, they are drawn according to their order in the tree. So by setting the z-index to a higher value, like 5, we ensure that our player will always appear on top. And now if we play, we can see that our player passes in front of the platform. So our platform is working, but it's currently just hovering there. We might want some platforms to move around to increase difficulty. So let's use animation to do that. I'm going to leave this platform here as kind of a static platform. I'm just going to place it there. Then I'm going to place another platform over here by simply dragging it in.
Okay, let's put it so that we have the platform. Put the platform here. And what we can do is that we can, okay, not quite that stuff. Where's the assets now? How do I build again? Wonder how I build. Okay, hold on, let me get my notepad. Notepad, activate! The most useful thing ever. Alright, so we are currently at 2636, and the world building one is at what's the world building? So current 2636 current, and world building is, so we know how to build the worlds. It is
Assets folder, undo sprites, and drag in the world tileset.png. It's going to ask us if we would like to automatically create tiles in the atlas to paint in more than one.
okay. So world tile set. Should auto search results bug output? No. World tile set. Well, that's wrong. Okay, world tile set, yes. No, okay, tile map. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm getting there. Paint. Okay, so I'm gonna select. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it again, guys. Okay, so let's make this a bit of a frosty winter zone. Okay, there we go. Something there. There we go. Alright, so we delete some of that. Okay. Save that. Exit. No. Oh, what did I do? Okay. So now we're back onto the player. And then if we go here.
Trick here is that
Okay, 2636, 2636, 26.
the index to a higher value, like we can see that are currently just hovering there. We might want some platforms to move around to increase difficulty. So let's use animation to do that. I'm going to leave this platform here as kind of a static platform. I'm just going to place it there. Then I'm going to place another platform over here by simply dragging it in. This is the platform that I would like to move back and forth. In fact, let me just go into the tile map and make this gap even larger. There we go.
Wait, how did he drag
So
that all?
to add
Wait.
tile map and make this gap even larger.
Oh, okay,
There
so
we
he
go.
grouped it like that. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, tile map. Let me select that. Let me go there. Oh, look at that. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. And then we can just go. So if we do draw, do this. Oh, no. We do this, and then we can just do this. We can do this. Yeah, so then we can have it go from here to here. And then you know what'll. No, this is fine. We'll get the platform. Platform number 2. Where are you? Can I enable the grid? Yes. Okay. So there you are, Mr. Grid. Okay. Okay. Save that.
So to add animation to this platform only, we simply select it, add a new node, and we want to use an animation player. Let's hit create.
Okay, so go to platform number 2. This is the movable one. Go there. Animation player. Okay.
Now we can add a new animation, and let's name that move. Animation players in Godot are extremely powerful because they allow us to animate pretty much anything. In this case, we just want to do something really simple. We want to go to our platform and make a keyframe under transform for the position. So I'll hit the key right here and hit create.
Okay, platform 2. Transform. Keyframe. Hold shift when clicking the icon key to skip this dialog. Create new set key. Yes. Okay, so we've got that.
Then we can go forward in our timeline here to say 1 second, move our platform to the right.
It's gonna be
I'm
really
click
fast.
and drag. I'm also going to hold down shift to kind of snap it to one axis. Let's move it to there, and let's add another keyframe. And now we can see that if we play, the animation plays. We also want this to loop, so I'm going to select loop here. However, this is going to loop in a way that it snaps back to the original keyframe. Instead, let's press it again. And now you can see that it's going to start ping-ponging back and forth.
I did not know that was a feature. I would have guessed that we would have had to do it like really manually, but that's a pretty good feature. So let's make it around, what, 2 seconds? How can I... Okay. Oh, no, I ruined something. Okay. Okay, there. And we can undo that. No, what is this doing? Oh my gosh, man. Hey, I wanna. Ay, yay. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so if we do that and then we just do this. Let's see. Does it move? It's not moving. We did something wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What did we do wrong?
If this is currently
Wait, how come it's playing there? Wait. They're missing something. Platform 2, animation player. Okay, so let's say we play. Two seconds. Okay, stop. What? Stop. We need to stop this. We need to. It's 2 seconds. Okay, so within the 2 second period. Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. That's good. We'll set it up as 0. We'll set up at 0 first, save that.
Fast, we can simply increase the length of our animation. So here's the length. Let's set it to 1.5 instead and drag our last keyframe to the end. And there we go. We now have a moving platform. Let's just make sure that we set it to autoplay. And now when we play the game and go to the place where we made our platform.
Okay. That's what we didn't do. That's why it didn't work. And now if we play it. Oh god! Respawn. It's time to respawn, boys. Okay. Come on. Yep. All right.
We can see that it's moving back and forth. And if we jump onto it, the player will smoothly follow it. Really cool. And there's already so much you can do with this. Next up, pickups. Now let's add a coin that we can pick up. Again, we start by creating a new scene. Let's create a new node, and let's this time search for area 2D. This is a type of node that we use whenever we don't want to collide with other objects. Create a new node, pick up. Again, we start by creating a new scene. Let's create a new node.
New scene. New node. Pick up. Wait. Oh no, there's something different.
And let's this time search for area.
Okay, area 2D. And this one is called pick up. Okay. Center it.
2D. This is a type of node that we use whenever we don't want to collide with other objects, but instead we just want to define an area in which we can detect collisions. So we simply use this to detect if another body enters, such as the player character. Let's create an area 2D. Let's also add some graphics, so Control A, search for sprite, and we'll
Okay, so Control A. So we're gonna add the sprite 2D. And in terms of sprite, we're gonna add, I guess, the coin, right?
select the animated sprite. Under animation, let's add some new sprite frames. Selected. And let's load in from a sprite sheet here.
Oh, sprite frames, okay. Where's sprite frames? Don't see it. Did I? No, it's an animation. Okay, so wrong one. So animation. Oh, it's not there. Oh no. Wait. Oh, animated sprite. Okay. So remove this one. Remove this one. Control A. So animated sprite, animation. This is the one that we want. New sprite frames.
Here, I'm going to use the coin.png. Zoom in on this.
Load assets, sprites. That's not it. Wait,
And
what
this
did you
only
do?
has use the coin.png selected. And let's load in from a sprite sheet.
Okay, so that's the loading from sprite sheet button. So it's the default. Assets, sprite, coin. Zoom all the way in.
Sheet here. I'm going to use the coin.png. Zoom in on this. And this only has one grid cell on the vertical, and horizontally it has 12.
Horizontally 12, vertically 1. I feel like I did something wrong. Wait. 12, 1. This guy has a 16 by 16. 12, 1. 16 by 16 pixels, yeah. Okay, there we go. Just updated, yeah.
Now we can click from left to right or simply click and drag and add the frames.
So click and drag, add all 12 frames. Cool. So we got our coin there.
Let's hit F and zoom in. Set the FPS to 10 and hit play. And that's our coin animation. Let's make sure that this auto plays. Play. Let's hit F and zoom in. Set the FPS to 10 and hit play. And that's our coin.
Autoplay. So oh no, where is it? Animation. No, where is it? No. Okay. So 10, and we just have it in autoplay, and we play it. Da-da-da! Now why is it still having this? This model has no shape, so it cannot collect the interactive objects. Okay, so we need the physics.
Coin animation.
We need the physics thing. Okay, so
let's make sure that this auto plays. And just like a normal physics body, an area 2D also needs a collision shape. So let's add a collision shape 2D, and then
okay, so control a collision how do I collision shape 2D, we create that. Shape, we're gonna make it a rectangle. Can I have it at, oh my gosh. What frame is this on? Okay, so we can do this. This is the maximum one. So cool. There we go.
For the shape, let's just choose a circle shape. Decrease the radius a bit. And that's actually all we need. So
actually, that's better. Actually, that's kind of better. That's kind of better than my thingy shape. Okay, yeah, let's go for a circle shape instead. How do I change the shape? Okay. Circle shape. And just decrease it. There we go. There we go.
Let's select our area and rename it to coin.
Coin.
And save the scene.
No, did we name the scene? Pick up.
And now we can simply drag it in.
Wait, what did we name the scene?
And rename it to coin and save the scene.
Okay, it was coin.tscn. Okay. And if we go into the game, then we can drag that coin to, let's just say, over here. So you just give me each go, boom, we picked it up, we picked up the coin, yay, you know. Okay, that's good.
And now we can simply drag it into our game. So under scenes, I'll take the coin and place it around the level. You can always use Ctrl D to duplicate. And now if we play, we can see that the coin is here, but nothing happens if we enter the area. So it's time to make our first script. So in our coin scene, we select the coin node and hit add script. This time for the template, let's just choose the default template. And for the path, let's make sure that this goes under the scripts folder.
Okay, GD script area 2D node. Let's see. So underneath, what is that? Okay, so we gotta go to the coin scene. So this is like the coin class. We add a child node. And then we add a script. We can do that. Area 2D. No default. Yep.
I'll create, and this is what it looks like.
Oh, that's in the wrong one. Wait, did I put in the right one? No, I put in the wrong one. Whoops. There we go. Oh no. Okay. All right. So
When we create a default script in Godot, we can see that we've created the script on an Area 2D node and that it's automatically made two functions for us that we often use: ready and process. Currently, both of them only have the pass keyword, which means do nothing. So this script, if we run it, will do absolutely nothing. Now, the ready function is called right when our node enters the scene tree, which is just at the start of the game. So we can put code here that we want to happen immediately. Let's try it out by printing a quick message to see if it's working. So I'm going to write print, then in parentheses and quotes, I'm going to put I'm a coin.
we can do that. Print. I can't even spell print. I'm a coin. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay, wait, he used this type. Alright, hold on. Print, I'm a coin. Yay!
And if we play now, the print doesn't do anything in our game, but it does show our message, I'm a coin, in the output window. This is also referred to as the console and is where we see messages such as prints and errors. However, you might also notice that the message displays multiple times. That's because we currently have multiple coins around our game, and the script runs for each and every one. So since we have 5 coins, it displays I'm a coin 5 times. But we don't want anything to happen when we start the game, so I'm actually just going to remove these two functions. Instead, we only want to do something once our player enters the coin area. And for this, we use a signal. Signals allow us to trigger code based on events that happen in our game. Godot has many built-in signals we can use. If we select our Area 2D node and go to the Node tab, we can see all the signals on this node.
Oh, wow, okay. Dang, okay, this is actually really useful. So, area entered, area exit. Dang, okay.
Use the body entered signal, which is triggered whenever a physics body enters the area. Since our player has a character body 2D node, this is going to trigger the signal. So to connect it, we simply double click it and hit connect.
Wait, what? Just like that? Huh? Wait, what? Just like that? Dang, okay.
This creates a new function in our script called onBodyEntered with a green arrow that shows that this is triggered by a signal. So let's here try writing a print function that says something like +1 coin. Now when we play and enter the coin area, it's going to print +1 coin. However, this message will actually display no matter which body enters the area. If we take one of these coins here and put it in the way of a moving platform, for example, this will also trigger the message. So now, right when we play, we can see that it starts displaying the message, and will do so every time the platform passes through the area. To change this, we can either use code to check what body enters the area, or we can simply put our player on a separate physics layer. Let's try that out. So under our player, we'll go to the inspector, go to collision, and here we can change the physics layer from layer 1 to 2.
Oh my gosh, okay. So we can so if we go to the player, right? Select that, select inspector. And visibility? No, not that. No, not that. Where's this? No. Collision, here we go. Select the second
Let's hit
second collision layer. There's 32 layers. Wow, okay.
Control S to save, and then in our coin, we
And then Control S to save that, and then in the coin.
can also go under collision. We can actually have the coin itself stay on layer 1. We don't need a separate layer for that yet, but we want to make sure that it only detects colliders in layer 2. For this we use the mask. The mask defines what layers a node collides with. So let's set that to layer 2.
Oh, that's really useful actually. So inspector collision mask layer 2.
Because that's the layer that our player is on. That should actually do it. Now our coin will only detect collisions from our player. And instead of just displaying a message, let's also remove the coin from our scene when we pick it up. So in our script, after printing one coin, let's add a new line. We'll call the queue_free function, which is simply going to remove the entire coin scene from our game. And indeed it does. And our knight can now start gathering some coin. Now, depending on what type of loot we pick up, we want different things to happen. In this case, I want to display a score that increases when we pick up a coin. But we'll look at that when we get to text. First, I think something a bit more pressing is dying and restarting our game. Dying 1.0. So we happily move along
Dying
in our
1.0.
world until suddenly we miss a jump and fall into the abyss. And then nothing happens. Let's change that. The first thing we want to do is limit our camera so that it doesn't follow our player when we fall down. Luckily, this is really easy to do. We simply select our camera under the player, go under limit, and
Wrong one. That's in game. Game camera to the limit.
here we can set a position limit for the left, top, right, and bottom part of our camera. In our case, we need to set a limit for the bottom position. To do this, we can use the ruler tool here at the top, or simply press R, and measure from this baseline here to where we would like the limit of our camera to be. I think a good value would be somewhere around, say, 120. So
Let's make it at around 80. Yeah, let's make it around 80. Okay. So bottom.
I'll simply go back to select mode and put in 120 pixels on the bottom.
Okay. Bottom is 80. Alright, so if we go here. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is actually really useful. Okay.
I'm also going to enable smoothing.
Smoothing on.
And now when we play, we can see that our camera will follow the player, but whenever we fall off, it's simply going to stay put. Next, we need to detect that our player has entered a dangerous area and restart the game. In other words, we need to create a kill zone. I'll show you a really cool way to do this that allows us to reuse the same kill zone for more than just falling off the map, such as for spike traps, enemies, all kinds of elements of danger. And when we want to create a reusable element, we start by making a scene. Then to detect if we enter an area, we again use the Area 2D node. And let's make sure to set the collision mask here to 2. We only want to check for the player, which is on layer 2. And we won't add a collision shape here. That's because we want to be able to reuse this for all kinds of elements that might have different shapes. Instead, let's simply go ahead and rename this now to Kill Zone and save it as a new scene. Then in our game scene, we can add it by dragging it in or simply pressing the link button here. And game scene, we can add it by dragging it in or simply pressing the link button here and selecting the kill zone. And then in here, we'll add the collision shape. So I'm going to hit Control A, collision shape. And for the shape, we'll use the same world boundary shape. That we used earlier for the ground. Now let's make sure to select the kill zone node itself, go into move and use the move tool to position it down here at the bottom. I'm going to place it pretty far down so we're sure we don't hit this by accident. Or I mean, we're going to be hitting it by accident, so let's make sure we don't hit it on purpose. Or I mean, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to place it down here a good bit away from our level. And now we can add a script to make something happen when we enter the area. So in our kill zone, let's select it. Add a new script. For the template here, I'm just going to select empty and the path, let's put it under the scripts folder. And now we have this empty script to play with. I'm going to connect a signal. So go node, make sure we have the kill zone node selected. And again, we'll use the body entered signal. So let's double click it, hit connect, and it's going to create a new function on body entered, in which case we can go ahead and print that you died. And now if we play and jump down, it's going to print that we died. Now, instead of immediately restarting the game, let's add a small delay. We do this using another node called the timer node. So let's add a new node, search for timer. And under the inspector here, we can choose some different things about it. Let's set the wait time to something like 0.6 seconds. Let's also make it a one shot to make sure that it doesn't loop. We can then start this timer in our code. To do that, however, we first need a reference to it. Luckily, that's as simple as going to the top of our code, clicking and dragging the timer node, and holding down Control while releasing. This creates
Oh my gosh, you can just drag and drop code. Somebody is doing code and he does code. This is This is wild. I've never seen an actual drag and drop code in this sort of way before. Never. This is brand new technology. This is alien technology right here. So you can just even have to hold it. Oh no, you do have to hold it. Okay. Wow. Wow.
Creates a variable called timer that automatically finds the node using this path. Now, if you haven't worked with paths before, they are actually quite simple. They specify a way to get from one node to another in the tree. So if we look at this example tree, to get from the game node to the camera, the path looks like this. It goes through the player and ends with the camera. And in our case, where we just want to get from the kill zone to the timer right underneath, we don't have to go through any other nodes, so the path is simply timer. Again, right now we're brushing over concepts such as variables and functions pretty briefly, but you can learn more about programming and what all this really means in our upcoming video on GDScript. For now, just know that using this click and drag method, we can now access our timer node using the name timer. So to start our timer, we make a new line and write timer.start. Of course, we now need to trigger some code when our timer runs out. And again, we can use a signal for this. So with our timer node selected, let's go under node, and here's the timeout signal. So let's double click that and hit connect. And this creates a new function signal. So let's double click that and hit connect. And this creates a new function called onTimerTimeout that runs when the timer ends. And then in here, we can simply restart our game. To do this, we first access the scene tree, so get tree, and tell it to reload, so reload current scene. So our player enters the kill zone and triggers the onBodyEntered function. This prints a message that we died and starts the timer. When the timer runs out, it triggers the onTimerTimeout function, which then reloads our scene and restarts the game. And indeed, when we play and jump off the map, we fall down and the scene restarts. Great! It's an infinite loop. Help me! I'm stuck! World Building 2.0. Let's expand on our game world a bit now that we have more elements to work with. First of all, I want to make sure that we stay organized. So let's take some of these nodes and...
All right. I'm going to take a break, guys. I'm tired now. That's going to be it for right now. I'm playing some Genshin and watch some anime all that. You guys have fun, alright? If you guys want to watch the video, search up how to make a video game. Go Dots, beginner tutorial. Because that's where I'm learning from. And I'd say it's actually pretty fun. But my brain can only take so much information at once. Basically, I'm fried. So, I'll see you guys later. Make sure you have a good one. Stay safe. Enjoy yourselves. And be sure to learn how to code. It's really fun. It's really good. So, yeah. Take care, everybody. And let's make the next Stardew Valley to make sure we can get in another Abbey. Another Abbey in the... no, never mind. All right, right.